Hello to my Aquas. Hello to my Aquarius. This is Queen Amara coming to you with your general reading. This reading is going to be for the 12th through the 19th of September. The date will be in the title in case those of you all who like to binge watch readings. Thank you for joining me here. And over on the Patreon side where we put extra videos up, prediction videos, and so much more. So thank you for joining me here and over there, sending everybody lots of love and light. The moon, for those of you all who may be wondering why your body's kind of feeling a certain kind of way, since we're in eclipse season. We just had a full blood moon on the same day as a total lunar eclipse, and we're coming up on a new moon in Virgo on the same day as a solar eclipse on this coming Sunday. Right, so again, this video is for the 12th through the 19th of September. All right, Aquarius, the moon is in Taurus, so you may be feeling it in your throat chakra, your neck, your vocal cords, your thyroid gland. So for your throat chakra, you can actually practice vocal exercises for your throat chakra, right? Drinking some kind of soothing tea like throat coat is really, really good. You can see the ingredients there, all those wonderful things. But yeah, so yeah, let's get into it. Let's start by setting an intention, Aquarius, and then we'll talk a little bit about the solar eclipse. Yeah, as you're moving, as your body is like starting to tell you through various parts of your body, starting with your throat chakra on September 11th and also September 12th, and then we'll kind of move down those dates. All right, today is a gift. Let's put that right there. We're gonna just leave this here that way. Let's move this over a little bit so you have some wiggle room. As you can see here with your cards, you're going through some major life changers, and it's all good. All good, Aquarius. We're starting out with the star card for you all. This is the present situation, current situation right here. You shine very bright in dark spaces, right? And so your own card shines at the center of the spread. And this week is about renewal, hope, and stepping fully into your authentic light. Again, this reading is for the 12th through the 19th of September, getting you prepared not only for last quarter moon phase, which is on the 14th, that's Sunday, coming Sunday, and then the moon will be in Gemini, where you can feel it in your shoulders, your arms, hands, bronchial tubes, and also your lungs. And so what is the challenge? The challenge here is the Eight of Pentacles. Hard work and discipline may feel demanding, but the challenge is staying consistent without burning out. Progress comes one step at a time. You're getting all these downloads, all these ideas. You're shining bright. You got a lot of things pulling and tugging at you, all Aquarius. And so again, stay focused. That could be the challenge. So get a schedule, right? If you're saying you're going to be working 8 hours a day, shut it down, right? Get real discipline. You all are ruled by two planets that are currently retrograde, Saturn and Uranus. Uranus just went retrograde on September 6th. And so you don't want to make a fool out of yourself, right? You left behind the overworking, right? Working beyond 8 hours. Shut it down. Shut it down. Work at 8 hours. If you got to set a timer, shut it down. You've mastered something, right? So you don't have to overwork yourselves, right? If you want to do some other things, you can do that as well. If you want to go back to school, if you want to start, getting out and meeting people, whatever you're trying to do, you've mastered something, right? And so the past influences for you have been the Fool card, right? So recently you've taken a leap of faith and you've begun a new chapter. This brave step still shapes the energy of this week. I'm just trying to help you to get structured, Aquarius, right? Both of your ruling planets are currently retrograde. That is a time to really slow down and reassess. You're putting 8 hours of work in, right? You're getting paid for 8 hours, right? So somebody's going to come back and be like, no, you don't understand. You got 24 hours in a day if you're measuring time, right? Break it up into threes. Okay, put that 8 hours into investing in yourself in some way, shape, form, or fashion, reading some books, getting out, meeting some people. It can't just be work all the time, right? Balance it out. Source is trying to move you into a softer life. Right now, Source is trying to move you into a softer life. This is your softer life. So Source is saying you get ready to be linking up with energies where there's multiple streams of income here, there, everywhere you linking up. And so Source say you can't work yourself solely by yourself, right? Work yourself to oblivion, right? So future influences is the wheel of fortune, right? And so change and destiny are turning in your favor, Aquarius. A shift in luck and unexpected opportunities is on the horizon for you all. So let's get it, all right? Let's get it. You can be linking up with some people who, you know, like I said, multiple streams of income. You have all these great ideas. And so Source is putting a team together for you. You know, you working with them as their team. You're referring people. You're doing this. Everything that you've been saying that you wanted to do, you wanted to collaborate. Source is doing it. It's already happening. You put it out in the universe. It's happening right now. So, you know, your conscious goal is, you know, the Magician card, right? This is a conscious goal. You're focused on manifesting your vision. So you want to use your talents and resources to bring ideas into reality, right? You have a lot. That's what I'm saying. You got some major things that's going on here. If your main job is 8 hours a day, if you're working your, you know, some people have 9 to 5s or whatever your schedule is, 8 hours, shut it down. So you can get to linking up with some energies that you have all these ideas, right? And so that's what Source is trying to help somebody with. And so the unconscious influences is really kind of like, you know, deep down uncertainty or hidden fears may linger. So trust your intuition, but seek clarity before making some big decisions. That's right. Seek some clarity. How you going to do that? The next one is the Emperor card, which is somebody's going to pray about it. Somebody's going to speak to their higher self. Somebody's going to go within. Whatever you do to, you know, you believing in your dreams again. You're believing in your dreams again. And so somebody is already operating in their North Node, whoever you are. Pull your birth chart. I can have birth chart readings, regular readings, e-journals, all of that on my website. Go check it out. Go check it out. You're trying to align yourself with some other energies, multiple streams of income, Aquarius. Remember, during the, what was it, September 6th, I want to say, Uranus went retrograde then, and your main focus was really on just kind of sort of speaking some things into existence, right? Speaking so you can leave certain things behind, maybe overworking yourself, working over 8 hours a day, right? The Uranus retrograde in Gemini. And so you've been talking about not overworking yourselves. Here it is. Here it is. Take advantage of it. I'm serious. Set a timer on your phone. So you stop yourselves, right? You just stop yourselves, okay? And so, yeah, so that's in the past. And so what is your strength? Here's your strength right here, right? The strength card. So meet challenges with calm resilience and patience. Your quiet inner power will carry you further than force ever could. Somebody is very, very strong. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Well, obviously it's not on your sleeve. Your heart outside your chest. And so people will constantly try to put you in survival mode. But yeah, you have a lot of inner strength here, right? So that's the advice here. And so your external influences was going to be 3 of Wands. That's going to be the external influence. Expansion and opportunity are all around you. So this could be travel, partnerships, or planning for the long-term future. Remember, you spoke some things into existence. And see how this person right here is standing on the horizon? They're about to take a leap of faith. This person right here, they're fired up, and I'm talking about good fire. They feel inspired, motivated. Somebody's getting out and getting some sun, which is, I love it. So yeah. You are inspiring, but you're also inspired by the energies around you. So what could be Aquarius's hopes and fears, right? Anxiety or overthinking may weigh on you. So you may fear failure or missteps, but this card also reminds you that most worries live in your mind. If you're looking for like perfection, right? That number 9 could also speak to why somebody is a hermit, because they're like, okay, fear failure. Okay, well, hello, welcome to Earth. Nobody is perfect, right? So, but you're trying to get it right. And this is where you're going to dedicate some time to learning, right? This is a form of communication where you're trying to get it right. And this is what a lot of people have in common, is that they're trying to get it right. You know, they don't want to fail. They don't want to link up with energies and feel like, okay, gosh, I made the wrong decision. I failed. And so Source is saying, you're not going to. You're going to work 8 hours. You're going to dedicate some time to something, right? Right? Going to dedicate some time to something, learning something, right? And then we have the outcome. This is your outcome. 10 of Cups here. So by week's end, emotional fulfillment and harmony are highlighted. Joy, family, and supportive relationships bring peace and celebration. So this is good, right? So I feel like somebody is already in their north node, right? You actually, your gifts, somebody has a lot of psychic gifts, and it is overwhelming. It's really, really overwhelming to a whole lot of people, right? It has been overwhelming. And so people are like, okay, they want to align themselves with you all. So this week, the 12th through the 19th is going to be about renewal, patience, destiny unfolding, right? So with the star card, you know, Aquarius, in the Wheel of Fortune here, these two cards right here, with the star card and the Wheel of Fortune, powerful energy is guiding you forward. And so the Magician card for you all shows your ability to manifest, while the 10 of Cups, right, promises emotional harmony and fulfillment. So you want to trust the process that you're stepping into, alignment with your highest good, right? Alignment with your highest good. So if this message resonates with you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And as always, stay strong, stay focused, and stay victorious, right? So yeah, today is a gift, right? So source, if you prayed for whatever it is you pray for, I don't know what you pray for, but whatever it is, there it is. All right. There it is. Yep, there it is. Okay. So yeah, source is bringing you into a soft life. Really bringing you into a soft life. And so that's what you want to focus on. You want to focus on your softer life. Find out again what your north node is. Find out what your 10th house, your zodiac sign is in your 10th house. That's going to be the primary focus for you. So you have the gift of deja vu. This is remembering the future. Sometimes I feel like some people kind of sort of don't really know, you know, kind of sort of like, and again with your gifts, you're learning how to strengthen your gifts. And you're learning how to trust your intuition. Deja vu is remembering the future. It's almost like, okay, you already know how the story ends, right? Almost, let me give somebody an example. If you're sitting around a group of energies and you feel like, okay, I've already been here before. You kind of already know how the story ends, right? I've already been around these types of energies before. I know how the story ends, right? And so some people may feel like that is being a bit impulsive, right? But it's almost throwing you into survival mode. So again, that's another reason why you want to listen to your body. That's another reason why you want to listen to your body. So if you're sitting around a group of people and you're sharing your truth about something, and some energies are focusing on mirroring things back to you, you know, like when you're not really being heard, that's your throat chakra, right? And you're sharing your truth, and energies are, you know, more, y'all ever been in a situation where people are more concerned with just like over talking you or saying what they got to say before you finish saying what you said? So it's just a chaos, just a bunch of chaos and confusion. You know what settings you feel best in and which ones you don't. So yeah, so something is deja vu. By Saturday and Sunday on the 13th and 14th, you may be feeling something in your shoulders, your arms, your hands, bronchial tubes, and your lungs. That is your, like I said, that's the, again, moon moving into Gemini. Gemini rules 3rd house. And so you know who you've been around long enough, who you want to be around, don't want to be around. I mean, at this stage in your life, you should know. You should feel it. Your body will tell you if it's tense up or feel some kind of way, like you just don't even want to be bothered. And that's not you being negative. That's just really just you knowing. You're not trying to force anything. You're not trying to force, you know, any connections, right? Even if people were saying, oh, it's just joking around, just playing, you know, you're not trying to force anything, not at this phase in your life. A lot of you all, and when by Monday, the 15th, the moon would have moved into Cancer, right? So many things have been exposed to you all up until now. Speaking of, we had that wolf moon back in January, right? Probably during you all's birthday season, January, February timeframe, but it was in January we had the wolf moon. And so now that you know who runs and what pacts with whom, so it's just like, it's going to be kind of hard for you all, this speaks to your psychic gifts. It's going to be hard for you all to kind of sort of sit around a round table with certain energies, knowing who's connected with whom. So even if people are like, oh, I was just joking, I was just playing, you know, I was just practicing some dark moon magic. If you've been keeping your journals, so it's like you already know who and what you're dealing with. So yeah, for some of you all, like I said, you're not being negative, you're just protecting your water, you're protecting your gifts, you're really, really protecting your gifts, right? So you know where you feel nurtured and where you don't. This is, again, Cancer. The moon in Cancer brings a lot of brings out a lot of emotion, because Cancer is the mother and money sign of the zodiac, and we're not just talking about paper and coins money, we're talking about time. Time is money. Like, you've been around energies long enough to know, like I said, deja vu, how something is going to end. That's remembering the future, right? That's why deja vu feels so strange and weird, because it's like, okay, why do I feel so uncomfortable? You can't even concentrate. You already know how something is going to end. By the time the moon moves into Leo on Wednesday the 17th, Thursday, and Friday, the 17th, 18th, and 19th, you'll feel it in your heart, blood pressure, blood circulation, your aorta, those areas, because it's preparing you to go where you're appreciated and not where you're tolerated, okay? Because if you're sitting around a group of energies, just like I said, you spend 8 hours a day. If you're on a job and you're around energies and something was said about you behind your back and you're just like, oh wow, and it's been causing you a bunch of nightmares, sources saying that's where this comes into play here. So it's like your 8 hours, cut that part off and you're moving on, because you're linking up with who you prayed for, like your group of energies. This could mean love interest for somebody, whoever it is. It could mean you and your kids hanging out, y'all are doing things together. If you have kids, or you and your spouse and kids, whoever, whatever you pray for. I don't know what everybody's praying for, or asking higher power for, but you're going through a major life change here. And then by the time the moon moves into this new moon in Virgo on Saturday the 20th, and then we got a new moon on Sunday the 21st, then you could feel it in your pancreas, your small intestines, and your digestive tract, meaning that some of you all may even want to start now, and Virgo's rule 6th house, right? Getting real clear about your health and your well-being, mental and physical health, well-being. That's what may be a focus, you know, maybe a huge focus for you all, right? All right, so here we go. Yeah, somebody met their match. And so somebody really misses you. Somebody really, really misses you. And so more money is coming very, very soon for you all. Like I said, multiple streams of income. And yeah, so you have the gift of claircognizance. This is psychic knowledge about other people, right? And so possibly something about an ex, maybe ex-friend, ex-love interest, ex-whatever. But you already know how things end. So don't forget that rest is a form of self-care. And your laughter is medicine, right? So keep on laughing, right? I said you are an answered prayer to more people than you realize. So step through the portal. Step through the portal, right? So time to ground yourselves, and healed people move differently, right? It's you versus you. There's no competition whatsoever. You have your gifts, right? So someone really envies your gifts, right? And yeah, somebody was linking up. What's the secret that's coming out is that somebody was linking up possibly with a Scorpio to put you in a situation where people could talk about you behind your back and cause you a lot of nightmares. And they were sitting right around the table with those energies, Aquarius. And so Source is saying to you, Source has a new table for you possibly, and someone else, your kids or whomever, your spouse, whomever, right? For you to be, so that something doesn't feel uncomfortable for you. So message from your ancestors: it's time to heal your wounded, healer. That's your Chiron. That way, wherever, I don't know what your Chiron is, but whatever it is, it's time to heal it. It's time to heal it. Yeah. Remember, you got to also keep remembering too, you all are ruled by a karmic planet, right? So you inspire a lot of people. You inspire a lot of people. I see somebody's family life really coming together. And then again, also, source is also protecting you. So welcome to the soft life. Welcome to the soft life, Aquarius. I'm talking to men and women. Welcome to a softer life. Okay. Somebody was linking up. Somebody in your family was linking up, or could be certain family members linking up with someone who wanted to end you. That's the number 8. That's a death card. Who wanted to end you, all Aquarius, and didn't even realize what they were pouring into. But it may have, well, you know, like I said, it's all good because it's all source. But yeah, today is a gift, right? So you're passionate about what you do. Nice. And then we also have happiness, and you are very happy. All right, let's see if we have a number. So yeah, someone wanted to use people in your family to compete with you on some level. But sources say you can't compete with what you were called to do. Nobody can. Nobody can compete with the next person and what they were called to do. Whatever you were called to do, you know, you answer the call. So it's a whole new timeline for you. Whole new timeline. And so here we have re-energize yourself. So as you find yourself at the end of one timeline, another one has already begun. So it's time to re-energize yourself and create new goals and dreams to manifest within this new timeline. It's, if possible, is move your body now towards a space that is closer to nature, even if it's just, you know, closer to an open window. But feel the fresh air ground you, clearing new pathways for intentions to flow. Yeah. 9. Some energies may be asking why, like, you know, like maybe a little angry that you're moving on, right? But you're structured and you're authoritative, and something about how you talk. This number 3 right here, and people are talking about it. Here we have 125. So you're serious. You're investing in yourself earnestly, right? Yep. So your 10th house. Step back. You all rule 11th house. This is your 10th house. And again, solar eclipses, like I said, it's a time of reset, right? That's when the sun, moon, and earth are all aligned. Your sun sign, moon sign, earth, your physical body are all aligned, right? So you're getting in alignment. You're balancing some things out, and source is bringing you multiple streams of income. Native American shamans believe that a solar eclipse is a powerful time of healing. As the sun, moon, and earth align, it realigns us by resetting our purpose on an individual level. Okay, this is how powerful solar eclipses are. Dissolving differences and creating a coming together as one on a collective level, right? So it marks the time of a new cycle in an amplified form, like giving us supercharged new moon. So you're gonna feel like a supercharged new you by Sunday, okay? If you are, like I said, shut it down after 8 hours. Even if people are complaining, well, can you take this home? No, you cannot. You got a life outside of that. Nope, you cannot. Nope, not just you cannot, you will not. Right? No, you can't, right? I mean, you're going to say it in a nicer way, but the answer still is going to be no, right? So yeah. So I do see you are very serious about linking up. 1, 2 is 3, plus 5 is 8. You know, at a higher frequency, answering a call in your life, whoever you are. And again, multiple streams of income. And so source is just moving you into a softer life. I love it. That's what I have for you. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.